Hi everyone, this is Shamela here. Thanks for joining me today. Someone asked me to show them what my 8x8 album looks like. So I have a system where I use chipboard, cover, spine, two covers and a spine, and I use what I call my book binding tape to put the whole book together. In the book is only 5 pages, but it has enough gap inside for you to actually add additional pockets and flaps, etc. Now this is one I did, I think it was either last year or earlier this year, I can't remember, using the Herbarium Silvae collection. This was an absolutely stunning paper collection. That is SBBS 135 and this is SBBS 136. So this collection had both a background selection, but it also had the main paper pack. Okay, I used one of the papers in here to cut out the front. I love cutting into paper, so we've got that there. And then I used a lot of the elements that were inside the covers of the book to add them here. Like these were little critters. There's a little stairway there. I added some of the Stamperia's Glamour Sparkles there. And of course my all-time favorite Papericious glitter with some clear dimensional glaze. So as you can see, the album does not crocodile. It is beautiful and closed, and it stays like that even though you have a whole lot of things going on inside. Now this is just one way of doing it. So I have got my opening page here, that's my cover, and then on the first page I've got, I can't even remember what I did here, so bear with me, 2 flaps going this way and that way. And then, okay, it goes up. It goes up like that, and it also goes down like that. So you've got 2 flaps there, plenty of space for photographs. And if you flap over, let's see what's going on here. There's a little pocket here and a pocket there, right? There's place for a photograph there. And when you open this up, there's more place for photos. So where I have added white paper is where I would add my photographs. I love these little elements, and so I've just added them here at the bottom of the page. And my focus is always on the photographs, not so much on the paper. So this is a lovely big photograph. We've got some smaller photos and a standard 4x6 there. And as you can see, I do lots of paper piecing in my albums. I use up all the little bits and pieces. I don't waste anything. So here we've got another flap, and then we've got an opening there and one that flaps down. And all these will either take a cropped 6x4 or a full 6x4, or in this case here you should be able to get a, let's see, yeah, a 7x5 very easily on there, still with space for some pattern paper detail. Oops, there goes my ruler. Right, and then when we page over, we've got a pocket here that allows you to add lots of photo mats there. And then I have a tendency, like I said, to cut into the paper, and all I did was cut into the paper, and I used some of the little embellishments that is in the paper pack, and this comes from the die cuts. This is Stamperia's die cuts. They are super sturdy on about a 1.5 to 2 mil chipboard, so really hard wearing. You can use it for your covers and it won't get damaged. If I do something like this, I always add a piece of backing card. So I would have backed this up with some card just to make sure that this does not get too distressed. Then we've got a waterfall feature here. I just loved, I adored this paper so much. It had the water with all the lights sparkling on there, a little bridge, and so you can get a significant amount of photos there. I have used the full sheet here, so you can actually see the paper going all the way up. and that shuts with a magnet. And then when we page over, there's another set of pockets here. Same thing, I love doing this. I leave a little black gap for the eye there so that you can actually see the paper, but this does give you a little break for the eye. Then I've just got a normal photo mat in here, and this one is just a page that I scored and folded, so you can add, you can journal on here, you can add photographs there, etc., but it will fit inside there. And the word Natural Harmony comes from the paper pack. Over here I've just used one of the die cuts. It's quite a solid, sturdy die cut, so we've got place for photos there. I created a little folded booklet here, and that fits inside there because I haven't stuck it down completely. And this is one of the bookmark kind of tags that's inside the collection. So I don't even know where that was supposed to be. Nevertheless, let's carry on. Over here, this is just a die cut. I love that one so much. I love the ladybug, so I had to use it. And then over here we have just a piece of the collection. I cut this out, I backed it up on some cardboard, and this allows you to stick a photograph in there. Now when it came to this, I was tormented because I did not, you know, Stamperia has back-to-back papers, and I did not want to glue this down. In fact, I started, and so I took it off, and I had to, lucky I had some washi tape that actually worked with this whole thing. So I decided I was just going to score the edges and use it like this, so you can enjoy both sides of the paper. This is my nemesis, people. I don't like to stick it down. Then there's another page here from the collection. Beautiful, love the colors in there. And then we've got another little flap. So you've got one flap going this way. I put the paper on here thinking I can put my photograph there. And then the same with this. A cropped photo goes there. This is from the same sheet of paper. The Quiet of Nature is from the die cuts. And so if I lift this up, you'll see I have just a piece of paper stuck there that was offcut from one of my pages. I created a small pocket here just to accommodate, I suppose the other tag was supposed to be in there. And then below that, this is also a die cut, so you can see how sturdy it is. I used it now as a little lifter there for that one. And then we've got another flap going this way. I love this, all the little bulbs, and I did actually add dimensional glaze here. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but see, small photo, just one of the words coming in there. Same, and then another pocket at the bottom here. I was lazy, I used an offcut. So ideally, you see, this was just as a sample. So ideally it needs to be a full sheet of paper or card. That will fit in there, and then that sticks out like that. So you've got some lovely detail over there. And that is my 5-paged album. So if you look at it, it's got the 2 covers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. Lots of stuff going on, but because it has a 1/2 inch gap in between the pages, it leaves you with room to grow. So you can add additional flaps, etc. to your album as much as you want to, as long as you don't go overboard. I know you can actually go overboard with this. But that is it from me. Someone asked me about this album, and I thought, well, why not? Let me just post something on my YouTube channel. So if you get an idea what to do with your Herbarium Silvae, by all means, you're most welcome. And if you are in South Africa and you are looking for anything Stamperia, you do know that I am one of the importers of Stamperia, Kania Crafts. So if you are looking for anything, we always have the latest collection as soon as it lands. And that is it from me. Until next time, see you in cyberspace. Bye now.